I want to just talk through some research on this first before I sort of make the case in principle to you. And this is more as it relates to loan officers. And again, I'm not going to read the slide to you, but if you're a loan officer, you can resonate to this in terms of what do homebuyers think of the mortgage industry. Look at that big box there, 71%. 71% care less about whether they like a loan officer or have a relationship, and they care more about just the rate, which speaks to the pressure that we're under. And I would even say it's definitely less so on realtors, but I think realtors are starting to feel that pressure as you see the Redfins and the Purple Bricks and other these discount brokerages popping up. We're seeing more and more of this kind of attitude. We've done some internal research around the hybrid proposition with consumers, and I just want to run you through the highlights. We asked if a real estate agent was also able to arrange your mortgage financing, how would you see this? Or you would see this as, and you can see 61% see this as being more convenient, efficient, and strategic. Only 20% say no noticeable difference, and less than 20% say they're concerned they couldn't handle it properly. And again, this is just on the face of it with no education, no explanation whatsoever. So right off the bat, the hybrid proposition of fusing these roles is very attractive to consumers. We also asked, who would you trust more to keep your home purchase within your budget, a standalone realtor or a hybrid or somebody who does both? And you can see again, the overwhelming majority, 62% say they would trust a hybrid to keep the purchase within budget, which makes sense because they have the numbers. And again, this is without any education or argument or anything like that. So I think that's significant. We've asked, what agent do you perceive as being the most trustworthy? A standalone realtor, a standalone loan officer, or a hybrid? Now, this one's kind of interesting, but I want to just point out a few things. Number one, the hybrid wins on the trustworthiness scale. Okay, it's the most trustworthy of all three positions. And for you loan officers who are listening, I want you to just take in the fact that you're the least trusted of all, but that when you become a hybrid, your trustworthiness not only becomes sort of the foremost, but it more than doubles. So I think that's very significant. Now, we ask people, how do they choose real estate agents and MLOs? And we can look at from a real estate agent. Real estate agents still are more heavily referred based on personal relationship than digital media, yard signs, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas loan officers, you can see the personal relationship is much lower. And so we believe that suggests that once you fuse those, your referability goes way up and you're less likely to be shopped online and so forth. Now, we also ask consumers which offer is most appealing from a real estate agent. Number one, a discount on the real estate commission. Number two, top dollar commissions to a top performing agent. Or using part of the real estate commission to help secure a lower mortgage rate. We're going to talk about this more later in the presentation, but I want you to look at how overwhelming the response was on that. 62%, the overwhelming majority, don't just want a discount. They want that discount applied to the mortgage because the cash register starts to ring and they see how much more they save that in that way. So what the research tells us is that hybrid agents compared to standalone agents are more respected, okay, more trusted, more referred and more referable, and more valuable. So again, I just want to make the case that in the midst of changing consumer behavior, in a crowded market, in the pressure to reduce price and so forth, consumers without even hardly any education at all see hybrids this way. And I want that to sink in.